What's up, agents? We're back again with another Division 2 build video, and today we're going to be showcasing the Bullet King, the new exotic investor mask, and the tipping scales gear set. This build is actually very special to me because I put this together specifically for my father who loves playing this game, and the Bullet King is indeed his favorite weapon. He's been using it since it came out. He has not changed. The only thing that has changed is the build around it. So shout out to Pop. And let's begin. So before anything, we're going to start off with the specialization. Today we are using the gunner, mainly for two things. We want the Banshee Pulse, and then of course we want the armor on kill, because this is mainly a DPS build. Now always make sure that you have the LMG stacks for that extra 15% of damage. Now back to the build. Again, we are using the Bullet King with the talent Bullet Hell. This weapon never needs to reload. For every 100 bullets that hit an enemy, replenish some ammo to you and your allies' reserves. So this is a great gun for just point, shoot, and forget. So to take advantage of that, we are going to be using the tipping scales. Now for tipping scales, you get 2 pieces, 30% magazine, which does not affect the Bullet King. 3 pieces, 30% LMG damage, which is amazing. And then 4 pieces, we have throttle control. Shooting builds stacks to a max of 50. For each stack provides 0.5% weapon handling and 4% critical damage. Losing 6 stacks per second while not shooting, no stacks are lost if any is suppressed. So essentially this is a great gear set for builds that you just keep shooting, which again is the Bullet King's specialty. So they pair very nicely together. As far as the pieces, we're using the chest piece to increase our stack from 50 to 75, and then the backpack, which increases the crit hit damage per stack from 4 to 7. Now because these stacks are increasing critical damage, that means we want as much crit chance as possible on this build. So you'll see on all the pieces I'm doing crit chance and crit damage. As far as the other 2 pieces, we're using the new exotic investor mask. Now with the investor mask, for each non-core attribute on this item, we're getting bonuses. So for red, we're getting critical hit damage, yellow, skill efficiency, blue, armor regen. Now we're mainly using this mask for 2 things, for the crit damage and for armor regen. Now you'll see on my mask, we have weapon damage core 2 blue attributes, so that's giving us 2% armor regen and 10% crit damage, which of course is not maxed out. It can max out higher, but that 10% actually turns into 20 because of the red. Now, ideally on your investor mask, you want the weapon damage core attribute, and you want crit chance, crit damage as your secondary attributes, and armor regen as your third. Unfortunately, I did not get that roll, but I like to have the 2% armor regen anyway, so this one works out for me. And for our final piece, we're using Bellstone for an additional 1% armor regen. We have armor regen rolled as an attribute, and then crit chance as the second attribute. So altogether, that's given us 59.8% crit hit chance, 85% crit hit damage, and again with the tipping scales gear set, that crit hit damage is going to go way past 200%. And then with all of our armor regen, we're getting 39,000 armor regen. So with that, let's check it out in the practice range. So we're here at the practice range to get an idea of how the build works. Real quick, I just wanted to show the armor regen. You probably want to stick anywhere between 30 and 40,000. What you'll see is coming back not too slow, but good enough to the point where, like, if you're taking an amount of damage, you just get into cover, shoot from cover, and you don't have to worry about taking an armor kit. Especially when you're playing team play, you could just duck out a little bit and let your armor regen kick in. And with that, you're going to see that we're still doing good damage. So like with tipping scales, it's all about building the stacks. Okay, so again, we just want to build stacks. And you'll see as we keep shooting the stacks, we don't even have to hit the target. We can just keep shooting and our stacks will fill up. And you'll see our damage is increasing very nicely to the point where we're almost hitting 1 million per shot on the body. And you just keep shooting. And again, if you're taking damage, you just take cover. Your stacks don't go down too fast. And even if there's no target around, just shoot a little bit. Again, you don't have to hit the targeted build stacks, which is great about the Bullet King, because you don't have to reload, so it's very easy to keep your stacks up during a fight. And that's it. It's pretty simple, straightforward build. Again, I made this build for my dad. He's 78 now, or he's going to be 78 this year. So I try not to make things too complicated for him. Again, Bullet King is his favorite weapon. He just loves to sit there and unload on people, and this build allows him to do that. And if you want, we can take a quick look at his setup. So this is my father's character. You'll see that, you'll see that he's been pumping some resources into it, but you'll see that his investor mask is the role that you want on this. You want that crit chance, you want that crit damage, and you want armor regen. And again, you want another Bellstone. He's got armor regen and crit damage. And you'll see in his stats, he's at 60% crit chance. The crit damage number is messed up, but you'll also see that his armor regen is at a comfy 32,000. That way, there's no worry about, oh, I ran out of armor kits. You just take cover and your armor will slowly come back. And of course, we have that 10% armor on kill. And yeah, and that is the Bullet King Tipping Scales Investor Mask build. Like I said, it's pretty straightforward. You got your Reviver Hive just in case. You got the Banshee Pulse to get people to back off you a little bit. And of course, that'll help you build stacks. And yeah, it's just a really solid build. Thank you so much for checking out the video. If you have any questions about it or any way you'd like to tweak it, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear everyone's thoughts on how they make it their own. We're going to do a heroic mission real quick just so you can see it in action. Stick around if you want, but if not, I will catch you next time. Alright, we're here at Federal Emergency Bunker on Heroic. Quick disclaimer, you'll see that the season modifier is off, so you'll see that this build works in any season.
Have infiltrated the bunker and have sent a digital forensic team to dig through the old Shade network hub. We have to shut them down.
Let's keep shooting, building these stacks. Okay, and it's important to remember you still want to play your angles, you still want to play smart. The regen is nice, but you're not immortal with it. You see, even though we have some armor cores, even though we're spec'd into armor regen, we're still doing really good damage. I'll have to shoot that, not uninvaded.
Clear the area outside the bunker entrance.
So, even though I can't really see anybody, I want to keep shooting just to make sure we're building stacks. Oh, let's get down. Thank you, Banshee Pulse. Now we just light this guy up. So you just want to be careful, because I know when I'm playing this build, sometimes I get a little reckless with the armor regen. But it's just nice to know that I don't have to hide into cover and use the armor kit every time I take a little bit of damage.
Take a look at what they've been pulling from the wreckage. We have to know how bad this is.
Download complete.
Huh. They've managed to compile a ton of corrupted data from the Shade network servers. I had no idea Black Tusk had access to this kind of digital forensic software.
Again, I'm playing a little risky here. You know, but we're maintaining stacks. Our armor's good because of the regen. Now we're good to move on. Yeah. Waypoint throwing me off. Let's top up on some ammo. But you'll notice, thanks to Gunner and thanks to Bullet King, our ammo is pretty much good, even though we're shooting like crazy. Behind us. Oh, there's a dog in there somewhere. There he is. Back up off the dog.
System malfunctioning. System restored.
That was convenient. Any more in there? A lot more in there. Is that it? Okay. Let's just build some stacks while we wait for them to come out. Wasting a bit of ammo, but it's alright. Oh. Sneaky. big man. Take his chain first, pierce his armor, and he's done. And you'll see we're hitting like 950,000 at max. We could definitely hit 1,000,000. I have a couple of blue armor cores rolled on this to help with the armor regen, but you could do all red. And I think some of my crit damage is even maxed out on the rolls, so I can definitely take this a little bit higher. But again, I like to do some blue cores, stay a little comfy. If you've seen any of my other build videos, you know that I like to put a couple of blue cores in my builds. But even with that, we're still doing very nice damage.
Download complete.
They've been correlating our data with their own to form takedown plans on all the factions in the city. They're really moving fast on this. There should be more activity deeper in the bunker. Stay alert, Agent.
Let's take out the sniper ammo. Just unleash. Oh, he got one. There we go. It's done two. Oh, another one. Come on. Come on. Yeah, you're dead. It's not another one I heard. Woo, alright, too many. Let's heal up a little bit. Watch this dog right here. Done. And this, look at the last one. There you go. Like I said, if you play smart, you'll never have to use the armor kit. Now, I say that, you might see me have to use the armor kit towards the end of this mission. Because sometimes I play dumb. I know these guys are coming, so I might as well start building stacks. There we go.
Electronic device detected.
Let's top up real quick. Get this started.
Watch out.
Let's get a better angle on you. See, I should probably heal, but I'm not gonna. Get rid of that.
Files transferred.
This looks like troop orders based on the intel you found earlier. Well, this is a good
There you go.
find. Knowing our enemy's intentions will help us defend against them. Well done. I've sent the intel you found to all our allies.
Okay, Manning, that's enough. But there you have it. That is the Bullet King tipping scales build. Let me know what you think. Again, it's a pretty straightforward build that I made for my dad. Shout out to him and his favorite gun of all time. Let me know what you think below in the comments. Leave a like if you liked it. If you have any questions, definitely ask. I try to keep up with all my comments and anything I missed. Also, if you tweak it in any way, let me know. I'd love to know how you made the build your own. Thank you for sticking around, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.